Hello, everybody. Welcome and good morning. This is should be January 19th, 2023, when this is recorded, not recorded, when it's displayed for viewing. So I'm trying to get reacquainted with my video equipment for StreamYard. I have the Yeti that I did win from JJ Drones in a online event, online live event. I guess what I'm trying to say. I have a Logi, I think it's a Logitech or some type of Logi camera. And after the hurricane, I had it in storage for about 3 months. So probably at least 3 months, around 3 months. I don't know what it was exactly. So I'm trying to get reacquainted, and I want to get back in the ball game for doing StreamYard. So I just wanted to reach out to my followers, friends, my family, and just tell you all, I miss doing StreamYard. It's much more uh, functional for where I'm residing here part time temporarily in Bonita Springs. My mom's house is like the Bermuda Triangle. It's very hard to do uploads from my phone. So I think if I can get certain peace times where I can get out here in this lanai, or the inside of the house is pretty much going to be impossible. It's not conducive right now due to the phone ringing 100 to 125 times a day, lack of space, and just things of that nature. So I really love this outdoor setup. I'm going to try and work on finding the the blinds. They were like, I don't know what you call that, bamboo blinds or something that would pull down. I think they were removed prior to the hurricane. I hope my mom can remember where they're located, so I can get those back up and give me some shade so I can actually have a little private studio all to myself without interruptions to talk to my friends about, you know, fishing, outdoors, just things going on in my life, camping, anything related to the channel. Sometimes we go off script a little bit, talk about some story time and what have you. But I really do enjoy doing YouTube, and StreamYard has really made that a better place for me when I've tried to utilize that. So I'm going to try and get back into a routine if I know all my equipment is set up and working properly. So basically, this morning's test, broadcast is like a test. And so I'm going to not just ramble about a bunch of nonsense. I'm going to try and tell you some things I want to do, improve upon on in the future. So, number one, I want to be able to get out there and do. I did a quick preliminary test on a viewing of a boat. I wouldn't call it a boat review, but I was on the way to work, and I had like 5 or 10 minutes where I could do a quick video passing Bass Pro Shop. I was working at the Southwest Florida International Airport. That was kind of on the route of travel. So I decided, I really, it's kind of been in the back of my brain that I want to do different things. I know what I want to do. And kind of like at least showing some different types of boats available for people at different price points. I feel like I really can't call it a review if I don't own it and utilize it. So I'm going to call it a viewing or a showing. So that was one that was by the front door. I really love that store. That store's had high success in the franchise. Like I said in a previous video, they were ranked number one in sales about 3 or 4 years ago for the entire franchise. Uh, so they do good things at the local Bass Pro Fort Myers. And Chuck Stevens is the manager. If you have any questions, concerns, or you just want to just shake his hand, his name's Chuck Stevens. Has a great staff. There's a lot of high-profile celebrities that do come in there fishing from the fishing world and other aspects of life. I know Dog the Bounty Hunter was just at Bass Pro, and it's kind of cool. Apparently, from what I understand, from Chuck Stevens on his Facebook page. Dog the Bounty Hunter has relocated to Southwest Florida. I don't know if it's full-time or just part-time, but he owns a residence now in this area, and he apparently is going to be, maybe seen in the travels down here. So hold on one second. Sorry, I'm getting kind of nasally. I wasn't expecting that while I was on camera. But so anyway, so that's one thing. I want to do more camper showings. It was kind of an awkward situation when I went to Camping World the other day to do a try and, I would really, in my brain, what I wanted to execute was different than what I produced on film, because the sales guy was very, very pushy, like a used car salesman, and wasn't too keen on me filming. And I asked him if they had literature on the product. He said, no, they don't have literature. You can find it on the website. It was just like very awkward in the beginning until I ran into one of my former quarterbacks who was the sales manager at Camping World. Then I was able to do an interview with him, and I feel like I salvaged that video to a degree. So I'm pretty confident in communication going forward with Austin Wallen, the sales manager at Camping World Fort Myers, that I'll be able to do better videos on certain types of campers and stuff like that. So, or videos, or maybe do a tour of their retail facility. I'm sure we'll be able to work something out. I can't speak for him, but those are some of the things I want to do. I'm trying to gear up for a better camping season, but all the buzz I'm hearing on Facebook and social media, it's very difficult to get camping sites, especially in our southwest region of Florida, due to the hurricane, because a lot of displaced people have now become campers full time and trying to live in campsites. So you used to be able to, like when I did it with my girlfriend years ago, we could reserve a campground, a week or two out or whatever. And now it sounds like it's months out. So there are some places I do want to go camping and share with you guys. There's nothing better for tranquility in my world, my life, than a nice campfire or a fire pit or something like that. So I do want to share that with you guys. And then I do want to be more educational, more interactive with many more channels as much as I can, with finances permitting. So a lot of things, just shipping out stuff is difficult with the increase of things for the United States Postal Service and the size of a package and stuff like that. So a while back, prior to the hurricane, I was doing a series of videos of forget how they were all titled a little bit different for different reasons, but basically it was my celebration of reaching 250 subscribers. So I had done many videos showing the different packages that were set aside. There was like up to like 20 packages, I do believe, or 18 or something, plus a couple people had volunteered some gift cards. I don't know if that's still on the table. It's been a while. So I will try and touch base with those folks, but I'm still trying to rebound financially. So what I'm thinking about doing is, last night I hit 350. I lost 2 subscribers today, and then I gained one. I don't know how many are going to stick, but hopefully in the next, I'm waiting on a check to come in the mail, like, what the old saying, checks in the mail. So I'm hoping within the next 5 to 7 business days, I will have this check, and then I can start doing partial distributions or partial giveaways that I had promised months ago. So I'm excited about that. I'm embarrassed about that as well, because I try to be a man of my word and a man of honor. And so we're basically trying to convert 250 to 350, and then we're going to kind of work from there. I may only do 5 gifts at a time, maybe 5 gifts at a time, and someone promised a gift card, then we'll tag it onto that. So basically it will be 6 gifts. Every package I had set aside, they're all labeled with a gift card. By pack, it's definitely an assortment package. All the stuff I had bought and prepared for a long time were all assortment. So it's not like you're just getting one item like a gift card, which is nothing wrong with that. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. But I tried to be very, very appreciative to the support I've been given, and I wanted to do some really nice high-end giveaways for a smaller channel, just to show my appreciation. So I know I'm rambling. I'm trying to go back in my brain. But so basically, what I'm thinking is probably going to do the first 5 packages. If anybody who had promised a gift card in the past wants to say, yes, I want to, donate this gift card that I promised you previously to tag along to the first 5, then we would do that. So it would be like 5 plus 1. Then the next video, whenever that would be, the next partial giveaway would be like 6 through 10, and then plus 1 if there was another person tagging on another gift card or like a bait box or something like that, So I'm just throwing out my concept on what I want to do. I want to give back. Some people have been very, very kind to me. I know and I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I've been kind to other channels, and I'm trying to get back into that mode, because that's where my heart is. My heart is in helping people and doing for others. And I just truly believe, I've told people in the past, I'm not looking for a pat on the back or anything like that. But my human nature has always been to help others before I help myself. So when I hit rock bottom due to the hurricane, I really couldn't even help myself. So other people had to help me. And then I had to, unfortunately, go to 2 resources I did not want to go. I went to one resource I didn't feel as bad about. I had to go to another resource, basically beg to stay alive. And it was not a pleasant conversation, because I knew how the conversation was going to turn. It turned exactly how I thought it would, but I did get assistance. So I really did not like that. But sometimes you have to make decisions on life and death. I chose survival, as humiliating as it was. And fortunately, the 2 people I did reach out to did give me some assistance. So I was able to hang on for a little while longer. I still don't know what the future is going to bring for me. I will talk at a later date about everything employment related since the hurricane. It's been a total cluster. I'll just leave it at that. It's been a total cluster. And it's just craziness. It's like, I've told people all my life I've been cursed, and I'm trying to break the curse through good deeds and kind gestures and hard work. But I will talk about that at a later date. But I do want to get back to the giveaway conversation. I'm trying to give away in as many ways as possible. Like there was a channel that had a concept for something they wanted to do. So I reached out to that channel, asked, one-on-one on the phone, has anybody pursued this avenue that you were trying to bring as a prototype? And the answer was no. So I offered to help, because I had a really good in my opinion, I had a really good location suggestion to comply with their desire to excel in their channel. So that should be coming soon, hopefully in the next 7 or 8 days. And so I'm trying to contribute it in as many ways as possible. Um, there's some really good channels out there. I mean, like, I don't want to just start mentioning them. I guess I will mention a few since I was on a live stream last night. Sunfish King has a really cool channel. He is close to 5,000 subscribers. He has created a bunch of different types of ways to get a viewing audience, and he's created a like a fishing league. And originally, in the back of my mind, prior to last night's live stream, I was going to send him 25 gold hat hooks. This hat hook does not have it because, matter of fact, ironically, I pulled this off to give it to another individual because I was out of the ones I was selling. But anyway, I have these gold hat hooks like Larry the Cable Guy has. And so I had it in my mind. You know, Sunfish King's been really good to me. He's been really good to a lot of channels, even though I have, you know, in the last 4 or 5 months, I haven't like dialogued with him a whole lot. Just a lot of things going on with, you know, family situation, hurricane, and just a lot of reasons. So I'm not making excuses for not continuing like a regular correspondence with people, but that is the reality of life. Life has been pretty conducive to my standards, I guess. You know, I'm trying to grasp for words and not put my foot in my mouth and use a word I shouldn't say on this platform. So anyway, so I wanted to send Sunfish King 25 gold hat hooks. Then I was watching what he was doing on his live stream last night. I announced that I was donating to his cause for this fishing league. So basically, I was doing the same thing. You know, my original intention was to make it a private, separate gift, but he was having great success with his live stream last night on his fishing league. I highly recommend you go check it out. It's something anybody can participate in, and there's a lot of different ways you know, it could be successful for you. So so I'm trying to remember. Everything I'm doing right here is off the cuff, off the top of my head. So like I said, I'm trying to be more interactive. You know, in a perfect world, you know, I wish I had the finances. My dream, my goal, this has always been my goal in life prior to even being involved with YouTube as a creator. I've always watched YouTube as long as it's been around, and I really do enjoy it. But one of my goals is to get in an RV with some friends, you know, girlfriend, you know, whatever. Just get in an RV and just get on the road and travel. To me, the coolest thing in the world would be just to not even have a destination route plan, and just be driving down the road and say, hey, you know, hey, what do you guys think? You know, do you want to take a left here or take a right here? To me, that would be the coolest thing in the world. And just discover our nature, our country by accident, you know, just on a whim. You know, it's great to chart out things and look at campsites, but my dream is just to run into people at a random campsite or a diner or a restaurant somewhere in the South, or you talk to somebody at like a random bait and tackle shop or a hunting store, and just create a bunch of new connections. And then just get back on the road after a day or two and just keep going, and then just make the same decision. Hey, do you guys want to go north? Do you want to go south, east, west? Where do you want to go? When I say you guys, it could be your, you know, your wife, girlfriend, fiance, whatever it is. And just that's the way I want to live life before I die. Whether I achieve that goal, I don't know, but I'm hoping that I at least can not achieve. That pretty much describes me. Achieve a goal cheaply, I guess is what I'm trying to make. I'm making all these sniglets. If you've ever watched HBO from many years ago, they had a thing called sniglets, and you kind of combine two words to create your own word. I guess that's what I was doing. So yes, so I want to get out and visit more YouTube channels. I really want to visit. I want to get back to Texas. I really love Texas. I was born in Delaware, and many, many years ago, I would go to seminars or conferences, and they ask you to stand up and introduce yourself. And I would always tell people, and this is true because my dad and my dad's side of the family is from Texas. My mom's side of the family is from France. I would always tell people, I'm looking over here because my mom is on the other side of this door. I want to make sure the door is shut, not to insult anybody. But I would always stand up and say, hi, my name's Gary. My ass was born in Wilmington, Delaware, but my heart was born in Dallas, Texas. And that's how I feel. I even though I sound like a Yankee, talk like a Yankee, I can't control that. I'm sorry. That's why I bring out the cowboy hat and try and talk in a fake Southern accent, because I truly believe like I'm a Texan in heart, and I want to get down and visit some of my Texas friends on YouTube. And I think, once I do that, because the disposition of Texans is so much different than all like Southwest Florida here. It's a migration of a lot of other people from all over the country. It could be from Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, New Jersey, New York. I haven't lived here my whole life. I've been here 18, 19 years, whatever it is, but it's a mix. It's like a potpourri of the United States. You get to Texas for the most part, the way I remember it, and some of the places I want to visit, you're pretty much just dealing with Texans. And I was once told the difference between a Yankee and a damn Yankee was a Yankee is a person from the north that comes down to visit, and a damn Yankee is a person from the north that comes down to live. So I would love to be a damn Yankee if I could be accepted, but if I can go on the road trip and just be accepted as a Yankee, then I can live with that. I want to get back into the Frio Canyon. When I did visit the Frio Canyon, I was disabled. I had severed Achilles tendon. I was in a walking boot and cast for nearly a year. It did not heal as well as hoped and anticipated, but there was a lot of beautiful nature down there to see. And some of the channels I do want to visit that are real close to there would be a multi-hunter 24/7 and my friend Cody Hog Deer 79, who may have taken a hiatus from YouTube. Either way, he's still a friend. I still want to visit him and his family. And but there's, like here's Florida, and let me get my hands geographically correct here. It's hard to do this on a reverse camera, but Texas would be over yonder way. And so I would have to do a lot of traveling, and there would be a lot of homesteads and YouTube creators I could pass on the way. So I would like to visit some on the way over there, on the way back, or, something like that. I have talked to a friend in Texas about doing some type of meetup, possibly. It's very, very preliminary. Hopefully my finances, my schedule, and my problems in life would be resolved when this would occur. But I think I've never attended one of those YouTube meetups or gatherings or whatever. I would like to have it be like a weekend type setting or a 2 or 3 day type event so people could camp together. I just don't want to meet at one venue and just talk for 3 or 4 hours, which is fine. If you're all local reside, you can go back to your normal lives. That's great. But what I would love to do is be able to camp and talk to people, get to know people, maybe share some fishing time, some story time. Not my story time. I've got a lot of stories I can tell that I can't do on a stream that I think people would get a kick out of. And I'm sure other people do too. So, it's part of, life and growing up. You never know what you're going to run into, but there's many, many more things I want to do. I want to be able to, I've been saying this for a while, and I want to be able to give back in so many ways. I have some thoughts. I really don't want to tip my hand yet. It'd be like a poker player tipping his hand before he, before they're calling the cards, whatever. So, but there's a lot of things I want to do, and I'm hoping to do. And I obviously this is not a great setup right now, but I got to deal with, what I have at the moment. But I keep looking at, sometimes I get really down on myself, and then I start thinking about, man, I got this Yeti microphone. I think was like $200 or $300 that somebody paid for that I won. And then I bought a small little, they call it a vlogging kit, whatever. And then I was given another gift by another generous YouTube creator, same one that donated this. It's the Logic camera or Logic camera. I forget the model number, whatever. But it's like, so I think about some of those things, and I feel like I'm so far behind the game, and I am behind the game, but I'm ahead of the game in some of the things I do have. So I need to remind myself to be more appreciative. I've said many, many times before, I'm a visual learner, and I need to be walked through steps to learn editing and better YouTube creation, learning certain terminology. I can watch a YouTube video and say, yeah, that's really cool. I would like to put the fonts on an angle like that, or I would like to do this or this and this. And then I find out sometimes those things require a monthly fee, which I'm trying to eliminate monthly fees. I just got back in the game against my better judgment, my deeper, better judgment on the StreamYard thing, but I need to do more things to create happiness for myself. So I think I just downloaded the Filmora. I've heard a lot of good things about Filmora. I just got to figure out how to utilize that. Once again, it's pretty much I just need a tutor. I would prefer to have a local tutor, if my finances get better, so I could say, hey, what is this technique called? How do I do that with, Filmora or whatever different applications there are for editing software, So, and like I've watched certain things. I'm learning a little bit, like some terms like transitions and stuff like it, mostly by watching JJ and his followers, his posse, his entourage and stuff like that. But it's easier to research how to do something if you know what you're trying to do. So for example, I'm just going to make some off the wall analogy, like, hey, YouTube, I'm trying to do that thing where you type side, no, whatever, versus like, hey, YouTube, when I say, hey, YouTube, it's like I'm talking to Siri. I don't know why I'm doing that, but like basically how to phase in transitions on a YouTube editing video or something like that. So once you learn what you're trying to achieve, you could probably achieve it better if you know the terminology. So if anybody out there wants to do a video on all this terminology to make it easier for new YouTube creators, or YouTube creators don't have the knowledge like me, I'm all for it. So there's so many things that YouTube creators already know that don't realize other people don't know what they know. It's very hard to describe, but that's what I'm trying to convey. So with all that being said, I know it's been a long rambling video. I once heard for video retention and the best analytics a long time ago that it's best to do videos of 10 minutes or less. I don't know if that was on the Facebook platform or all platforms in general, but I know I've gone way past Matter of fact, I'm looking, we're almost at 30 minutes right now. And I'm just trying to touch base with the viewing audience. I hope I can, I'm really happy. I just recently started doing videos again. I don't know how long it's been exactly, a couple of weeks or whatever. It was very hard for me to get back in the saddle just because my heart was in the YouTube game, but I didn't feel like I had anything I could present of a positive nature. But anyway, YouTube is something I want to excel in. I don't think I'm ever going to be a millionaire from YouTube, but that is one of the things that does give me peace, joy, and happiness. And I know I'll feel much better once I can learn how to edit videos, how to convey a better message. And I really wanted to do more videos with charter captains or campers, just random interviews with campers or camper reviews, hikers. I would love to, one of my things on my bucket list is to go to the Appalachian Trail. I want to do trail magic. I want to do a big cookout for people. I want to hike a portion of it. I'm not going to do all 81 miles of it, unless, I hit the lottery, and at my age, I don't think I could hike the whole damn thing anyway. I've seen a lot of videos on the Appalachian Trail. A lot of them, they make it show real cool and everything. They don't show you all the rodents coming up and when you're in like a lean-to and stuff like that, trying to nibble on your lips because you have lip balm on and all that other stuff. There's a lot of negatives about hiking the Appalachian Trail. Most of the people you're going to meet are very cool people. Everybody's different. They're kind of some eccentric type of people. Most people will look out for each other and be good. But, like everything in society, there's always going to be that small percentage that, you got to watch out for. But anyway, so that's some of the things I want to do. I'm trying to play with StreamYard today. It's the purpose of this video. And I definitely got to shout out a few channels that have really helped me lift my spirits. And I know I'm going to forget some. I'm trying to do a handful. JJ Drones. His name's Jason Johnson. He is at 490 subscribers the last time I looked. Off the Hook Outdoors. He's at just below or around 2,200 subscribers. Very good channel to watch. Hunting, fishing. He's obviously outdoors channel because outdoors is in his thing, but he's a very good family man. And he's very interactive with other YouTube channels as a moderator and doing things like that. Mark J. Larson. There's Carl, Chillin' Indiana Carl, or something like that. There's a couple channels that are similar sounding names, but there's so many out there. Woman Outdoors. There's Multi Hunter 24/7, Hog Deer 79. There's so many cool people out there that I really like to interact with and follow. And trust me, my brain is stressed out right now, so I know I'm forgetting some channels, but I probably follow, I don't know, 1,000 channels, something like, I don't know what it is, but I really do like following a lot of the channels. I love interacting more so with the newer channels so we can all help each other grow together. But I do follow larger channels. I will watch their content, maybe like a comment occasionally, but I find, in my personal opinion, when I don't like clinging to a larger channel for exposure. That's not my gig. But I do like watching what they have to say and learn from the more experienced channels. And I find 99% of the time when you do dialogue with a channel that has 100,000 or 200,000, 300,000 or 500,000 subscribers, you're pretty much going to go unknown anyway, especially if they see like you have 350 subscribers like I do, whatever I'm close to. So I just like to believe in helping the smaller channels grow. And hopefully one day when we're at a meetup or a camp out together or a barbecue or something, like, hey man, Just trying to think of the guy out there from the mid. What's his name? I don't know whatever channel it could be, but just say, hey, you remember when we only, you had 500 subscribers, I had 327 or whatever, like, isn't it cool that we both hit 2,000 or something like that? Just be able to like, just know that you helped grow each other to a different level. And you're not going to get rich having 2,000 subscribers, but I do believe you can find peace and happiness in having a good channel, sharing good content, having a good quality family around you on YouTube. And for people who don't know what family is, that's friends and family. That's family. And you don't have to be blood brothers or blood sisters to have a family. And I do believe YouTube is my extended family. So I'm going to end that right now. I've rambled long enough. I've tested all this, and I just want to remind you folks, anytime you're outdoors, fishing or hunting, always know your legal limits. Peace out, folks. Remember, G Money's always on your side. Unless you're not on my side, then, we got to part ways. Peace.